Tyler Evan Locklear. And Tyler was born November 24th in 2000 in Baltimore, Maryland. He was drafted by the Seattle Mariners in round 2, pick 58 overall out of Virginia Commonwealth. Let's see. So he's got 2 seasons under his belt. Once again, he was drafted in 2022. Last season, he had 123 at bats, batted 285, on base percentage at 366, slugged 504, on base plus slugging 870, had 7 home runs, 30 strikeouts, 8 walks. That was in between 2 levels, the rookie level and single A. This year, he got a boost. This year. He played at rookie level for 6 at bats, and then went to A plus league, and then got to double A. In between those 3 stops, he had 309 at bats, batted 288, 405 on base, slugged 502, and he hit that marker that we always like to see, on base plus slugging, at 907. That's got 13 home runs with it, 25 doubles, and walked 47 times, struck out 76. Everything looks really, really decent right there. Well, even on the higher side of decent, looks really good. He is 22 years old at double A, so he's right there on hitting that marker at his age level and playing level. So that's good to see. It was 77 at bats at double A. What do you got on Locklear, Ross?
So Locklear is a pretty interesting one to dissect for a few different reasons. One, he's got some helium. I know that there's some really prominent rankers out there that have him really high among their top first basemen, higher ranked than STS is seeing him right now. And he did start the season out hot. I mean, he was on fire. He had an injury, which kind of stunted some of his numbers, I think. And then there's a flip side to that while this all looks really good, it's just like, it's good. It looks good. This is a profile that doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of risk for failure, but I question where the ceiling is with it. So I find it interesting that STS has him at 10, which is lower than most people would probably place him. I fall somewhere in between. I probably have Locklear 6 or 7 in my first base rankings. I'd have to go back and check, but a little lower than I think the consensus does. Because while I like the numbers, I'm just not blown away by the numbers either. So, really good player. Track record stretches back to college, even though it was a smaller school. There were very eye-popping numbers. I don't know that I would endorse him as like a go get him, because I think that helium has him priced a little higher than the value you're going to receive for him. But I do think he's a very solid player, and I'm pretty interested in watching his career.
I love the comp. That STS has got on Tyler Locklear. It's Travis Shaw. Shaw for the Brewers, played third baseman for the Brewers, had some injury issues, but man, he had 1 or maybe 2 years that were outstanding, all-star caliber level, insane levels. I could see Locklear getting into those insane levels for a couple seasons.
Yeah, it's a good point. I agree with you. It's a pretty interesting comp, and I could see something like that playing out. I hope that Locklear has a little bit longer of a career.
Yeah, I was talking about that not Avalanche, that peak projection. That'd be fun. Travis Shaw could have been a really, really good baseball player. There was a lot of knee and shoulder and stuff going on with him, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Tyler Locklear, is he a buy low?
Right now, I don't think he's a buy low. As I was saying, I think there's enough buzz around him that he's probably coming at a premium for where his value really should be. But I do think he's a good player. So I think if you own him, he's a hold. shouldn't be looking to sell high necessarily. But if you don't own him, maybe look for some other options that are more affordable.
Is he a top 100 guy for you?
I do think he's in the back end of my top 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyler Locklear, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. I think he is probably, in my mind, he's a buy low. I don't think it should cost you much to go get him. But if that manager's in love with him, it could be tough.